Human digestive system. So what is digestive system and how it works? That is I'm going to describe here. The human digestive system is used in the human body for the process of digestion. So your digestive system is a sophisticated machine that absorbs the food you eat and transform it into energy and nutrients. But this transformation, why it needed? So digestion is important for breaking down food nutrients which the body uses for energy, growth and cell repair. Okay, so to get energy from food and for the growth of your body, digestion is very, very important. The major organs of the digestive system include the mouth, the esophagus, stomach, large intestine, small intestine, and rectum. Now let's see how the digestive system works. The digestive system begins at the mouth, buccal cavity, where food is mixed with saliva. So first when you intake food, it goes in your mouth. So mouth is also called as a buccal cavity, where food is mixed with saliva. So saliva is one kind of liquid. It's present in your mouth. It's secreted by several glands. So first food will mix with saliva. After that, food then goes into the stomach by the esophagus. After this, food will go in esophagus and finally it will go there in stomach in this area. Okay. The stomach secretes HCl and pepsin. These juices mix with food and break it down further. In this area, in this stomach, HCl and pepsins are present and these secretes via stomach. So HCl is a hydrochloric acid and pepsin is one kind of enzyme which help in breakdown of protein. So these juices mix with food and break it down further. After this, partially digested food moves into the small intestine. So now after this food will enter in small intestine. This area is small intestine. And this small intestine is divided into three parts. First is called duodenum, second is called jejunum, and third is called ileum. Okay, now let's see what will happen here. Partially digested food moves into the small intestine. The first and the shortest segment of the small intestine is called the duodenum. So first it will enter in duodenum. Now see what will happen in duodenum. In this, digestive juices from the pancreas, liver and gallbladder mix in food. Food particles then moves into the lower segment of the small intestine that is called jejunum. Jejunum further helps to digest food. After jejunum, food particles enter in ileum, which is the longest section of the small intestine. In this section, tiny finger-like structures are present. These structures are called villi, and villi absorb nutrients from the digestive food. Okay, now see here. After stomach, food entered in small intestine. So small intestine is divided into three parts. First is duodenum, second is jejunum, and third is ileum. So in duodenum, what is happening? The juices from liver, gallbladder, and pancreas they will mix with the food. After this, food will enter in jejunum section. Jejunum, what is happening? Jejunum further has to digest food. Simply digestion is occurring here. And last is that is ileum section. This section is very important because in this section some villi structures are present. Villi means some finger-like structures are present. And what is the work of these structures? Villi absorb nutrients from digestive food. They will absorb all nutrients, all necessary nutrients for the body from the digestive food. Okay, so this section you have to remember very well that three parts are there. Now, undigested food then enter the large intestine and absorb water and salt from it. After small intestine, food will enter in large intestine. Okay, so here water and salt, mainly water and salt will absorb from the food. At last, the remaining waste material is stored as feces. So now what is remaining? Some waste material is remaining, so that will store as a feces. Okay, feces is expelled as solid waste from the anus. Now feces will come out from the rectum, or you can say here it will store, and later it will come out from anus. So this is your digestive system, how it works. Now we can better understand with the flow chart. So first when you intake food, it goes in buccal cavity, that is your mouth, and it mixes with the saliva. Saliva, I already told you, it's one kind of liquid which secretes with the several glands. Okay, so first food will mix with saliva. Then food will go there in stomach with the help of this long pipe. This is called a esophagus. Okay, now food will come here in stomach. In stomach. So in stomach, HCl and pepsin are present. HCl is one kind of acid, that is hydrochloric acid, and pepsin is one kind of enzyme which helps in further breakdown of food. Okay, now food will mix with HCl and pepsin. So after this, food will enter in a small intestine area. And I already told you that small intestine is divided in three parts, that is duodenum, jejunum and ileum. So in duodenum, what is happening? See here, when food enter in duodenum part, it mixes with one kind of juice. This juice secretes by a liver, gallbladder and pancreas. So the liver, gallbladder and pancreas, they are secreting juices. So this food will mix with the juice in duodenum section. So here breakdown will happen, and after this food will enter in jejunum section. Here also food will breakdown will occur. Now after this they will enter in very important section, that is ileum. Ileum is very important because in this section some villi structures are present. These are some hair-like structures, or you can say finger-like structures are present. So when food enter in ileum section, these hair-like structures, they will absorb all nutrients from the food. Okay, necessary uh, nutrients from the food. And after this, food will enter in large intestine section. So in this section, what will happen? Large intestine will absorb water and salt from the remaining food. Now, when food enters from a large intestine to anus, then it's like a waste. So this waste is called feces. So this feces will store here, or later it will uh, came out from anus. So like this, uh, your digestive system works.